Hi Earthlings, I'm Trice, and in this video I'm going to share with you how much I made in my first year on YouTube. I'm going to share how much I made each month, biggest mistakes I made, and the things that made me grow the fastest. Before we get started, if you're new here, I am Trice, and I am a financial planner. I use money mindset, financial planning, investing, and the law of attraction to build my wealth. And I show on my channel how I do that so you can do it too. If that sounds good to you, subscribe. You have absolutely nothing to lose. It's free and you can totally unsub, and it would really help me out. Why am I making this type of video? I fundamentally believe that if we talked more about money, if we talked about more how we made money, if we talked more about our mistakes in making money, the whole world would be richer. You would be richer because we learn by example, by seeing what other people are doing. And people are usually only just showing, the glossy version of themselves and not their mistakes or the time that it really took to do something. So it is my intention that this video shows you that, yeah, you can make tens of thousands of dollars, but not overnight. Or at least that's not how it happened for me. My first tip, and it's not even going to feel like a tip. It's going to feel so stupid and so dumb, and you're going to be like, that's not a tip, Trice. But this took me 3 years to figure out. I would be 3 years ahead if I knew this. A 10-second story about me. About 4 years ago, I started a YouTube channel. I made 1 or 2 videos, and I showed my friend, and he gave me some honest advice. Trice, your videos suck. And that just shut me down. Trice couldn't take any constructive feedback, and she quit. And it took me 3 years to try again. So if you have a burning desire to start a YouTube channel, it is possible for you to achieve your wildest fantasies if you just get started. So I'm going to tell you the advice that I wish I had told myself. Lower the bar, be brave, be willing to be a beginner. You are going to suck at first, and that's totally okay. You're going to celebrate it. You're going to be celebrating it like right now. I'm going to celebrate my progress when my first videos got 5 views in the whole 24 hours. My average video when it was released had about 5 views. I had 127 views on the whole channel that month, 3 hours of watch time, 7 subs, and $0 earned. I didn't know it at the time, but I had already made a huge, colossal mistake. You know how you hear everybody, all the YouTube gurus, be unique, be yourself. Authenticity will set you free. I'm sure all those things are true, but if you are like me, if you are a creator and you think so far out of the box, sometimes you don't even know what the box is, don't follow that advice. My first videos for 3 months were unsearchable because they were shift your vibration videos. Do you know what that is? Of course not. Because Trice made it up. YouTube is a search engine. It is owned by Google, and your things need to be searchable. To be successful, find video topics that other people are already interested in. Just Google something that you're looking for. How to make money online, for example, and see what other topics come up. Do not invent your own topic until you have an audience. Maybe that's super obvious to you, but I'm sure that cost me 6 months of time. I produced 4 videos that month, and my average view when a video was released was 20 views, 451 views, 12 hours of watch time, 50 subs, and $0 earned. I could feel I was making my second biggest mistake. I was producing videos once a week. That is the absolute minimum. Now, if you look around and you search for something, you will find it. And there are channels that can produce 1 video a week or 1 video every 2 weeks and become successful. But if you think in terms of probability, and as a financial planner, I always think in terms of probability, it's a much lower chance of succeeding because you don't get as much practice. You're overthinking it. You're trying to be perfect. It wasn't until the next month that I switched to 2 videos a week and doubled my watch time. And even though I knew I was making this mistake in April, I waited till I could do it consistently. YouTube does not say this, but this is my hunch that YouTube is kind of like your credit score. It loves reliability, would value creators that constantly showed up. So I really believe producing more videos And doing it consistently helps your channel. I had 612 views on my entire channel that month, 26 hours of watch time, 59 subs, and 0 income. This is going to sound counterintuitive and perhaps mean. In May, I put out a video asking my viewers what they would like to see. Would they like to see my shift your vibration videos, or would they rather see my law of attraction type videos that I started putting out? And guess what happened? All in the comments, my lovely supporters said, shift your vibration, we love them, we love them. But nobody was watching them. When I looked at the analytics, they had like 20% watch time, and the law of attractions had over 50 or 60% watch time and tons more views. And I was super conflicted. Even though the answer seems easy now, it wasn't easy at the time. And in the end, I decided to go with the data. And since I had started doubling my output, like I said before, I had 1,200 views on my channel. I had doubled my watch time. I had 55 hours of watch time, 70 subs, but still no income, which was okay because I wasn't looking for it yet. This next lesson was very painful to learn. I had been doing YouTube for about 5 months, and I got a comment on my channel. Now, there are trolls, not very many. Most people, 99.9% of people are nice. And trolls, they don't really matter because the comments don't go deep to your heart. But when you get a comment of somebody that you can tell is loving and supportive, and they're trying to give you helpful advice, it can easily sting like a bee. I got a comment on my channel from this really amazing guy. He's like, I really love your comment. I love everything, but Trice, your editing is so bad. I can't watch your videos. I only can listen to them because they make me dizzy. When I really sat down and reflected on why that was happening and why it was so painful to hear is because I felt that if I didn't have transitions every second of the way in my video, I would be too boring to watch. Now, even in this video, you'll see I'm moving around a lot. I'm a Gemini. I love change. I'm doing it to keep it interesting in the flow. But when I was editing it, so every 5 or 6 seconds, something different appeared on the screen, it came from a place of not feeling worthy, not feeling like my voice was good enough. So if you get that kind of feedback, take it to heart. The world is rooting you on and will eventually reward you in riches for your bravery. In June, my views totaled at 1,800 views. I had 108 hours of watch time and 78 additional subscribers and $0. But that didn't faze me because I felt like I had just found the secret to success when I did this next thing. Storytelling. I know that sounds simple, but there is an art to telling a story. You have to have these hooks. You have to have some drama. You have to have some transition. You have to have some arc. And I didn't know jack about any of that. I stumbled upon it accidentally. I was telling the story of how I manifested my Chanel J12 watch. Since it was a real story, I didn't have to think of a beginning, middle, of an end and the arc and anything like that. It just came naturally. But that is still one of my highest viewing videos, even though it was one of my first videos. And when I look at other uber successful people and I see this truth, Graham Stephan, go check him out. He has almost 2 million subscribers, but some of his highest grossing videos are personal stories about his life. That's how the world feels connected. So if you want to grow, add personal stories. My numbers for July were completely baller. I had 5,900 views on the channel for that month, 379 watch hours. I almost tripled my watch time, and I had 146 subs, but I still had no money. What would you do? Leave it in the comments below. Would you keep going? Would you feel like you were winning? This is how I kept making it fun all the time and always felt like I was winning. This might sound like Pollyanna advice, but it is God's honest truth. You cannot achieve greatness if you are not enjoying the ride. YouTube could make you millions and millions of dollars, but you have to have the patience and persistence to make it there before it unfolds. So how do you do that without feeling fake, with actually feeling like you're winning? I had these mini manifestations. Each month, my desire was only to double my watch time, and this made me feel so connected to the wins. It kept my mind focused on the positive. When you ask yourself a question, how can I double my watch time? Your mind will seek and find the answer. It will show up by osmosis in your YouTube feed. I had 6,200 views, 406 hours of watch time, 105 subs, and 0 income. And I heard this from another successful YouTuber, that there is only one way to succeed on YouTube. You must do this. If you want to make a tons of money on YouTube, you have to get the YouTube algorithm to play with you. You go and you pick a popular topic. Lots of gurus say, don't do that. It's too competitive. Why I think that's contrary to the truth is popular topics mean lots of people want to watch them. Your goal is not to rank in the search engine form. Your goal is to show up in suggested. And this is how I got the biggest views on my channel when I made this video, How to Ignore Your Current Reality. It has over 150,000 views, and it was only because that is one of the most popular questions people have in Law of Attraction. I posted this video in September, and it took till November for it to really explode. But if you're constantly doing that, you're giving yourself an opportunity to make that happen. I had over 10,000 views on my channel for the first time ever. I had 707 hours of watch time. I gained 261 subs, and I earned nothing. But all that hard work is about to pay off. The next month, I hit this. It's been 9 months since I started my YouTube journey. When I'm in Japan, I hit 1,000 subscribers. And when I say I'm bragging about this to my friends and family, I am bragging. I am so thrilled. I am so overjoyed. I only have 3,000 watch hours, but I hit one of my first marks. And this is why I knew I'd be successful. If I can get 1,000 people to watch, certainly I can get 1 million. All things are the same thing if you just add time and patience. So in October, I had 17,600 views. I had 1,300 watch hours and 423 subs. I knew I was doing something wrong, even though I was doing a lot right. I just couldn't figure out how to make it happen. Make 10-minute videos. I knew it would increase watch time, but I had this big hang up. I mean, how are you supposed to talk for 10 minutes? TV shows are 22 minutes. So this was just a big mental barrier. And these were a couple tricks that really helped me be able to make my videos 10 minutes without being like blah, blah, blah. Change the scenery. Moving the camera gave me hives. Like, how am I supposed to do that? Just stand up and start moving the camera. That's what I told myself. I'm sure some of the videos look crappy, but at least it adds a little interest. And the second thing is break down what you're saying. I reached the requirement. I had 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. It took me 10 months. And I expected to make like 25 cents a day, but my video that I had made in September had taken off. People always say, don't do YouTube for the money. Okay, you have to like what you're doing. But guys, if you like making videos, if you like adding value, if you like adding your opinion and your personal twist to something, do YouTube. There's no business that's cheaper. You're going to be rewarded. In November, I made 408,000 views. Just to put that in perspective, the month before it was 17,000 views. 33,000 watch hours. I got 12,000 subs, and I made $3,269. Now, a lot of people will say that November and December have higher incomes because people are advertising more. Maybe, I don't know. But the reason my number was so high is because my CPM is really high. I talk about money, and money has a high CPM. So if you talk about vlogging, it potentially could have a lower CPM. It varies widely. I would say ignore the CPM and pick whatever you're interested in because you're the one talking about it all the time. I just happen to love to talk about money. There's other ways, as you will see, that you can make money on YouTube, not the ad revenue. Think of the ad revenue as cherry on top. cherry on top revenue, which brings me to December, and wow, did I work hard for nothing. Don't make this mistake. It's December and I'm feeling like a baller. And of course, when you get excited about things, do you think, oh, if I just doubled that, because half the month of November wasn't monetized, then I could just, quit my job, buy a second house and, sunbathe all day. Well, it doesn't quite work that way. Like I said earlier, you really need YouTube to grow, to push out those videos. And those videos soon die off. That video did not have a huge lifespan. And so December, the revenue was down, but I wasted so much time because the week between Christmas Eve and New Year's, it's dead town. Nobody's watching videos. You could put out a video giving away $1 million and that's going to get a lot less views. So my advice to you and my advice to myself is to take a break that week and don't work so hard. I haven't noticed any other time of the year I would recommend taking a break, but next year during that week, I'm going to be eating candy canes. However, December was still a good month. I had 98,000 views, 8,000 hours of watch time, 1,000 subs, and $896 from ad revenue. I wish I knew this because I thought I was doing something wrong, and it takes you in such a deep depression, emotional roller coaster that it could make you quit. When you stop getting pushed out, all your views drop dramatically. That sounds obvious. But what's not so obvious is it makes you feel like you're doing something wrong, like you've lost your magic touch. Don't fall into that way of thinking. That is not true. That's crap. What's true is you just need to go back and focus on trying to get a viral breakout video hit. And I have done this wrong forever. I searched so hard for the answer. I mean, I'm telling you, I probably put 20 hours of work into it. This is what it is. Everybody tells you to niche down, niche now, niche down. And there's something to be said for that. Don't throw that out with the bathwater. But your niched audience, like for example, I talk about investing sometimes. Only a few people are going to be interested in that. Or bathing your cat videos. Only a few people are going to be interested in that. You're not going to grow your subscribers. You're not going to get the opportunity for that big breakout because it's such a niche audience. What's the answer? Let's say I'm bathing my cat and I want everybody to follow my cat and everything like that. Well, the broad thing might be funny animal videos in general. Maybe videos from animals all over the world doing fun and interesting things. That's more general. It will bring in people that like to watch cat videos, but it's not exclusively to them. So you broaden your audience. That might have been a silly example. Now, I haven't tried this out, but my channel has not been growing. And this, I really believe, is why. It's because I've become too niche. So maybe in my next year update, I'll tell you how I did that. January's numbers rolled in at 54,000 views, 5,400 hours of watch time, 458 subscribers, and $497. Like I said, I've been planting those seeds for those viral videos, and another one just took off. In February, I had over 231,000 views, 21,000 hours of watch time, 6,300 subs, and I made $2,461. Can you see how it's a roller coaster, how it's a wild ride? Over the whole year, 1 year, actually 1 year and 1 month, because I counted 2 Februaries. I made $7,761 from ad revenue, but I made more. I did brand deals. I got clients from my financial planning practice, so I made over $10,000 easily for the first year on YouTube. And you can too. The biggest thing is persistent consistency will slay the day and win you anything. So if you want more financial tips and manifestation tricks to attract wealth to you, hit subscribe and sprinkle some love on that like button because it really freaking helps me. I would be so grateful. Until next time, my darling earthling, ciao.